Hey, welcome to my channel. How are y'all doing? I have had these and been holding on to these for a really long time, and it's the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar and Blue Blood palette. Now, I was a fan of his. I got the Androgyny palette. It's wonderful. I got the first palette, which was the Beauty Killer, and I loved those two palettes. I got the Thirst palette, didn't really like it. I don't feel like it really gave me the pigment I wanted to unless I went to extra measures, so much like using a primer and you know, wetting the different things, etc. The shimmers have always been awesome, but some of the mattes just fluffed off for me and I wasn't really a fan. So I've been hearing so much about this that I had to get it, and the packaging is just so awesome, and they restocked and restocked and restocked, and I just had to get it. This one spoke to me. I mean, I love that it's I love that it is modeled after a coffin slash jewelry box. I think the packaging is so awesome, but I love blues and I love greens, and I really want to keep giving it more tries. So I got these two palettes, and let me tell you my thoughts. I will put how much they retail for, and I believe the blue one is restocking probably, well, by the time I put this up, probably restocked last week. So it may or may not still be in stock. Remember, it's at Beautylish and JeffreeStar.com or JeffreeStarCosmetics.com. And so let's talk about it. I've used this palette, and I like it. I do like it. I find some of the shades are pressed a little hard, so it's kind of hard to really get into them. But I was thinking maybe I'll do finger swatches and brush swatches. I'll do the blood sugar on one arm, and then I'll do the blue blood on the other. They make sure that when you prime your eyes or you put any kind of moisturizer on anything, you need to let that dry on your face. If you don't let it dry on your face, your eyeshadow is going to cling to it, and it's going to become patchy, and it's going to cling to certain spots and not cling to other spots. Just so you're aware, because I put moisturizer on and then it came out horrible and I was just really upset. But it's not the eyeshadow. It's not the eyeshadow. It's the other things that work with your face, the oils, blah 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 blah. So let's go ahead and do some swatches. I just want to do quick swatches, and then we'll talk a little more. And we'll talk during the swatches too. So I'm going to get a little more dense, fluffy brush. I'm going to get my ColourPop E19, and it's just a little tapered brush. I feel like I'll be able to get more pigment better. So I'll alternate one and one. Okay, so we're just going to start from the top and go row by row. So first is Glucose. Now it's going to be just a matte white, and here it is with a brush, and here it is with your finger swatch. So it's pretty darn similar. Then we're going to go into Sugarcane, which is the next one. It's a light peach, and it's going on very nice. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll just do brush swatches, since they're actually, until I get to the pigments, the shiny shades, and then I'll use my fingers. So next is Cake Mix. It's a little deeper. Then we have Ouch, which is a kind of mustardy brown. Little girl. That one really gets the same as my skin tone. So just lots of nudes so far. Donor is this rusty gold, rusty orange gold right here. Then we have Intravenous, which is a rusty brown red, I would say. See right there. Then we're going to go into Candy Floss, which is a pink shimmer, followed by Tongue Pop, which is a cool, light corally pink. Can we see similar differences? They're all kind of, that one like fades in good. Okay, Sweetener's the next. Now it's this rosy gold right here with a little bit of a pink sheen. Then we have Cavity. We're getting into more colorful colors, which is this pink right here. So far it's going on really well, and you can see that it has the ability to, you can put it on and build it and build it and build it. O Positive is this kind of light purple, cool tone purplish, really light tone, which is funny. I didn't notice that because I think I'm O Positive. I'm O Positive or O Negative. I'm one of those ones, one of those special O's. Next one is Root Canal, which is a bright purple, and I do love this one a lot. Right there, bright purple at the elbow. I'll get a little closer so you can see it a little better. It's really nice. We have one more row. So we have this bright red called Prick. We're gonna go right here. See, now that one is just so light, and I need it to be, I want it to be deeper. See, this is what I said, this one, some of them are just pressed hard. So, I mean, that's good for fluffing out, but if I want that bright shade, I don't feel like I'm really gonna get it. Next one is Cherry Soda, which is a deeper red. Let's do that right here. It's got a little bit of kickback. I'm trying not to tap off the brush, that way I get all of the pigment. Not bad. Next one is Fresh Meat, which is like a purpley red. A little bit of kick up and nothing too life-shattering. Then we have Blood Sugar, which is this just cranberry, but it's red sheen kind of, it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. I'll come closer. Two more. We have Extraction, which is a slightly deeper wine color right here. So like these are all more purpley reds than actual reds. And the last one is Coma, which is this deep purple. Lots more kick up when you get into these colors. But ability to blend is not too shabby. Alright, so you can see these are the finger swatches versus the brush swatches. Brush, all metallics are done with finger. So they're not bad. They're actually not bad. But I do want to find some dupes. So that was the Blood Sugar. Now let's go right quick into the Blue Blood. We'll get another similar brush. This one is a little more fluffy, but it's the Luxie 229 taper brush. Now we're going to start at the top, and he's got all his light shades, and then it gets deeper as it goes on. So let's try to do this with my left hand. Cullinan is right here. It's a shimmer shade, which I guess I should have used my finger. Lots of kick up when you use the brush. That is super pretty silver. Then we have Mint Tea, which of course is this really pretty mint green. Look at all that kick up. Getting it everywhere. Followed by Crystal Flesh. Ooh, this one is like my ultimate favorite. Just, it's kind of like a pinky shimmer, but not really pink, but it's not really rose gold. It's just so pretty. So pretty. I'm Cold is this really light blue that doesn't want to be on. Alright, there. So it's kind of doing what it did with the Thirsty palette, kind of brushing itself off. I don't have any primer on my arms, it's just my arm. And that's what I like about certain brands and certain eyeshadows. If they go on perfectly and you don't need any of that, then it's just amazing. I just think that's a winner. Next is Untouchable, which is this light baby pink. I don't know if my arm's high enough. Can you see? Okay. I'm right-handed, so this is like a little harder for me. Then we have Priceless. So all of these would be good, I guess, blending shades and correction shades for me. And not really anything that I can do a lot with. They're like really big swatches. Then we have Power, which is a deep kind of blue gray. So it goes all night. And let's see if a finger swatch is a little better. Just a little better, but not really. I don't know. Like when he does them, it's like all amazing. And when I do the swatches, they're just not. Next one is Blue Blood, which is going to be a little bit of a deeper blue. Bright but deep, but light. See, that one's actually pretty, which actually reminds me of the blue in his Thirsty palette. Then we have Deceased. This one is pressed a little hard, and it's hard for me to really get into and get. And it's just a metallic blue. It's beautiful, but it's really hard to get in the pan. It's really pressed really hard. I don't know if it's just mine or if it's all of them. All the rest of them I feel like aren't pressed as hard. Then we have Ice Tray, which is an icier blue. Look at that, pretty. And then Blue Monday, which is a bright blue. And this one, I love this one. I just wish I could work with it where it transferred over to what I wanted it to be. See, this one is just patchy, patchy, patchy to me. Can we see that patchiness? Like, I'm not doing the most capital A job of blending, but like, so patchy. And I want to love it so bad. And that's that Blue Monday right here. So we're going to the next one called Flourishing. Flourishing is this beautiful dark teal green. Okay, we'll put it here. So this one's a little better in the fact that it's buildable and it's not being patchy. Right there. One more row left. Now we get back into some light mattes. We have Wealthy, which is this really, really light color. Like real light. Can we see it down here? Then we have Celebrity Skin, which is modeled after his liquid lipstick. I was like, oh, I can switch arms. No, I can't. And that's just going to be right here. Oh, Matet. Very, very, very powdery. Then we have two more shimmers. Entitled, which is this beautiful like teal shimmer that kind of goes with this teal right here, but it leans more towards a green blue. But how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Then we have Ocean Ice, which has a lot more glitter in it. It's a little more chunky, but look at that. Like, he's always been on point with his shimmers, but his mattes, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm just gonna use my finger for the next, oh no, I won't. So next to two last ones. One is Cremated, so it's a really, really deep blue gray. Let's put that here. Look at all that kick up. All that kick up. Let me take these off. Ooh. I'm so happy with my left hand. Last one is Undertaker, which is just deep, deep navy blue. Man, lots of kick up with the deeper shades. And that one is a smidge patchy, but not as bad as the other one. I'm gonna get my finger and I'm gonna swatch it too and see if it comes out a little better. See, when you do your finger, but who does it with their finger? I'm gonna have to, because that blue just would turn into so much prettier. But there's so much kick out. Let me see if Cremated does the same thing. Oh yeah, so it does. So, okay, what we've learned. What we've learned is he has a lot of very, very neutral shades. He has a lot of light shades, which I can see now that he's come out with concealer that's actually white, how that would be really, really good to put on a neutral base and then try to get the most out of these colors. I think that the mattes, whereas I want them to be really well, not all of them are super, super great. Let me try Blue Monday on my finger. See, and even that one. So I would say the formula, there's hits and misses. All the shimmers on both palettes are absolutely gorgeous. If you finger swatch the blues in the blue palette, let me see about the red palette. Let me do Fresh Meat and Cherry Soda on these two. And we're just gonna have to do it this way. See, they just swatch. Awesome, can we see those two? boom, boom. They swatch amazing to the point where they're thick and covered and pigmented. So the point is, all right, let's bring this into a concise point. Shimmers are absolutely wonderful and beautiful, with the exception of Deceased, which is beautiful, but it's super, super packed in, so it's really hard to get it and spread it over your eyes, especially if you use your fingers. I would suggest, if you want to start small and use a brush and fluff it out and blend, do that for all the colors first. If you want a deeper color, say you want one of these colors on your lid and you want it to be this bold, you're gonna have to use your finger. You're gonna have to get in there and you're just gonna have to wing it and do a little at a time. And I really would suggest using some sort of MAC paint pot or some kind of primer. That way it sticks a little better, but just watch it. You're just gonna have to play with it and I guess learn how to really get that pigment to transfer how it did right here onto your eyelid. You're just gonna little at a time, keep dipping, until you get that color that you packed on, and then once again fluff it out. Just be careful, because I do know some, like Blue Monday, when you go back in to like reiterate the colors, it kind of goes away, like unless you use primer, then it'll be a little harder. But so I mean, for the very expensive palettes, they're not very expensive, but for medium high class palettes, if you love the colors, then by all means get them. Do I think that there are other things? Yes, I do, because I can point out just one. I can point out a couple right now. I can point out one right now. I'll point out one. Icy Beach from Tarte. I got this. Very similar blues, and I think Tarte has a bit of a more consistent payoff when it comes to using brushes and brush techniques. And look at those right there. Like, I know he's got a lot of blues, like darker blues, but if you don't want to spend that much money, this is smaller, it's inexpensive. You get a highlighter, you get 2 lighter blue shades, 2 greeny shades, and 3 sparkles. And look, there's another deeper blue. And remember, there's always little brand or other brands that are coming out with little blue things that you can get if you don't want the entire blue story, or you don't need all of those light colors. As some of us darker girls, we really don't need all of the beiges and all of the peaches, but that's okay. So I will link everything down below. This is a if you want to get it, if you don't want it, I'm just here to show you swatches and show you what can be done, and that there are alternatives, because there's so much, the market is so diluted. There's so much. You can definitely find cheaper colors if you only like a couple. And yeah, and you can always look at, I know like to watch Dupe That, and they usually have the singles. So if you're in love with one color, you can probably go onto their Instagram and see where they match that one color to a single, wherever they had it. But I will stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Tell me if you want me to do any tutorials, and we'll discover these things together and we'll work through these issues together. So thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day, and stay cool. Bye.